Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Pokemon Unbound series. So in the last episode, we took on the Mega Evolution mansion and got ourselves a Mega Ring, so now we can Mega Evolve Pokemon. The only downfall of that is we don't have the Mega Stone for Fang right now, so we're going to have to hopefully find that later on in the series. That's the only downside. But in today's episode, our mission objective says that we have to head out to Route 12 to Dahara City. Sorry about that. I just read it and go like, oh, it's pronounced Dahara and stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully you all are having a great day today. I know I am. The team is coming together pretty well. Good, pretty good. Fang, 50, Kermit, 46, Draco, 49, Tigger, 50, and Drama, 43. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Where's our buddy Loki, the Riolu? The truth is, guys, Riolu has been a pain to level up, and I know you guys are going to put down in the comments below like, no! We want Loki! We want him! Don't do this! Relax, guys. Just because we don't use a Riolu right now doesn't mean I'm going to not use one for a future series. And besides, Loki has helped us for some battles, which I'm very grateful for. But for this team in particular, I am looking for one more Pokemon in this game. And since there are up to the generation of Alola, I think that's 7? Yeah, 7. There's a chance that we could get one of my favorite Pokemon in the game, being Marshadow. And if that is the case, I would gladly accept a Marshadow on my team. The only casualty is we have to find one and catch one. So with the team all set up and ready to go, Fang's going to lead us in. If you're ready, I'm ready. Set on out to Route 12. Alright, here we are, Route 12. Nate! Oh, caught up to you at last. I'd beaten success for Maxima, but I figured a bit more training at the mansion couldn't hurt. Let me guess, you also got the power of Mega Evolution. What am I saying? Of course you did. Anyone who's beaten me that many times wouldn't have been slowed down by that. Of course, I'm gonna be putting an end to your record right here, right now. Come on then, let me show you my new power. Okay, so unexpectedly we have to go up against Ace. So yeah. Let's go ahead. Alright, he's got 4 Pokemon. Looks like he now has a Toucannon on his team. So he evolved his Trumbeak. Alright, let's see. We're gonna use we're gonna go with Dragon Claw first. See if that KO. Ooh, so close. Alright, it's gonna use Fury Attack. I really wish we had Rough Skin, because if we did, then Toucannon would have been down. But it's gonna, since Toucannon's ability is probably Skill Link, it will max out. Yeah, it maxes out the move, number of times a move can be used. Basically, like for Bullet Seed and Fury Attack, like that. Alright, critical hit Dragon Claw, even though it didn't really say. That's good for Fang. Alright, next Pokemon he's got is a Piloswine. Alright, I'm gonna send in Kermit though. We're gonna show him what we got with our Kermit the Seismitoad. Alright, Piloswine. We're gonna use Muddy Water. With he withdrew. And it's a Vaporeon, okay. Oh, it has Water Absorb. Okay. Let's go with Hyper Voice then. Aurora Beam. Well played. Oh, Attack Cell. He's not giving up. Ace has really improved a little bit, I would say. Definitely, Vaporeon really threw me off a little bit. Because I didn't even think Vaporeon could have Water Absorb as an ability. Huh. I guess I was wrong. I learned something new every day. And maybe you guys did as well. Let me know in the comments below if you knew that Vaporeon had Water Absorb as its ability. Alright. So, Vaporeon just is going to continue using Aurora Beam. So, I'm going to use one more Hyper Voice, and then we're going to swap out probably to the next Pokemon, just because Kermit's in the red zone right now. But level 47 for Kermit, which is a good thing. It's pretty good, pretty good. And Drama's now level 44. Okay. Piloswine is coming back out, so we're going to swap out. We're going to bring in Tigger, just because I think it's time for him to show up Ace and see how much he's improved. So with Piloswine, we're going to use Ice Shard on my fire type. Bruh. We're going to use a Flamethrower, and that should take it down, which it does. Very good. Good job, Tigger. Royal Roar increases the special attack, which is very, very good. Beneficial for us in that case. Oh, it's main starter, Pupitar. We're going to bring in Draco, just because Draco's got that rivalry with Pupitar, even though it's basically Fang who has the rivalry, but Draco likes to prove up its might, so let's show Ace how much Draco has improved since then, with a Leaf Tornado. Easier said than done. Alright, with that, that should be... Is that all? Alright, we defeated Rival Ace. Why? Why is nothing I do ever good enough? I mean, you train? How do you keep doing it, Nate? No matter how much I train, it's like you're always 2 steps ahead. Nate, Ace! Good thing I was able to catch up to you two. Old Man Log? Geez, I'm surprised you can still run that fast at your age. How rude, Ace. I came all the way out here with something for you, you know. Well, I suppose it can't be helped. I was like that myself in my youth, truth be told. Oh, those were the days back when Arthur and I were trainers. We were quite the fierce rivals. So fierce, our spars could last for days without stopping. I really don't have time for your trip down memory lane, old man. Are you going to give us what you brought along or not? Nate, this is for you. If you're going to keep at this gym challenge, you'll need this to cross the sea. Oh, it's just Surf. I thought it would have been nice to have a Mega Stone, you know? Just for a certain Pokemon on my team. That would have been nice. Surf, huh? Yeah, this will be useful. Figured out the shadows had something to do with my parents' disappearance, and I managed to track them down to the Ruins of Void. Once I get directions, I'll surf there and find out what happened to them once and for all. So, thanks, I guess, Log. The shadows, you say? Ah, yes, that reminds me of what I came here for. Nate, Arthur, filled me in on your recent... First, let me congratulate you on rescuing Zapdos. But of course, I never doubted you for a moment, Nate. Oh. Anyway, if you're looking to head in the same direction as the shadows, there's an old colleague of mine living in Dahara... there we go again. Dahara. There we go. Dahara City, who is a audacious researcher of the Ruins of Void. I've been told that Jax went on ahead to look for him. If needed, you can provide you with the surfing directions. Some old guy in Dahara City knows the way to the Ruins of Void. Guess that takes care of where I'll be heading next. Thanks, Log, for saying something worth listening to for once. Catch you later, Nate. Next time, I swear, I'll close that gap between us for sure. Looks like his journey with Pokemon hasn't mellowed him out at all. Well, good luck, Nate. I'll be praying for your success. Alright, thanks, old Professor Log, I guess. He didn't give us a Mega Stone. Would have been nice to have a Mega Stone. But Surf is a good move, I guess. Let's go back to the Pokemon Center first and heal up the team, just because I want to be prepared when we venture off a little bit more. Alright, so we're going to heal up. Let's do that. Also, topics of discussion today. I know it's the new year. It's been a couple of days since I made another video, but I'm letting you guys know that I'm having fun at college and stuff like that. Yeah, college has been really, really good for me and stuff like that. But overall, I'm going to try to continue to make videos for you guys because you guys are worth it in the long run and stuff like that. So, okay, let me teach Surf to Seismitoad. Okay, Kermit to Seismitoad. But topics of discussion today is, what are my predictions for the Nintendo Direct? And also the Pokemon Direct. we'll start with Pokemon Direct, basically. So I know it's 2024. We're gonna get like a Pokemon Direct sooner or later, but originally what I think might happen, in my general opinion, we might get one more remake right before an entire different thing. But what I'm hoping for is that we get a whole new game to a series of Pokemon that I believe deserves a game and a whole new one entirely, and that being a mystery dungeon game. And I know what you're thinking. There's no way they're gonna do a new mystery dungeon game just because of what you want. But the thing is, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon was a huge success back in the day, DS era, mostly with one particular game in mind, being Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. Now with that, they could make a remake of that, but I feel like what the fans really want is to see a whole new Mystery Dungeon game be taken place. So if they do that, what would be some key aspects of that? Well, of course, it's going to have Pokemon up to Generation 9 from Paldea and stuff like that. And I would think that if they do make a new Mystery Dungeon game, I don't want them to go with the whole good versus evil dilemma, because they've been using that one up for quite some time now, and I think it's time that they come up with a whole new story for the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon universe and stuff. Starters that I would love to have, basically the starter Pokemon, but also I think they should bring back the other Pokemon that you could use as like starters. We're talking like Psyduck, Machop, Skitty, Eevee, Vulpix, Munchlax, Phanpy, Shinx, and a bunch of other ones. Now, if I could be a Pokemon in that game, I would definitely like to have a more take on what Pokemon I could be based off of my personality. But of course, Pokemon would never do that, just because it's to make it easier on them. They'll just go like, oh, you can choose between the Pokemon starters to be in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. That's what you get. But for me, I think one Pokemon in particularly that I would like to be in that game, if it was an option, per se. Oh, hang on. Now what am I supposed to do? I have nothing to show Zeph and Ivory. The goal is no longer reachable without Zapdos. Should we abandon our cause? Truthfully, I've been having doubts about the lengths we've gone to. I think it's time I returned back home to my children. Incredible, such a marvel of modern technology. To think that such a feat was even possible. Oh, Marlin, you had done so well up until that last blunder. But do not fret, for I can take care of the rest from here. In the meantime, I think you will have all the time in the world for reflection and regret. But anyway, what I was talking about was basically, like, one Pokemon I would like to be in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon universe as a starter, I think, would be the Pikachu clones. Now, hear me out. I know you're gonna go like in the comments below, like, that's not good. We don't want that. That's bad. We don't want that. But I think it could be done, honestly, just because Pachirisu, I don't know why, but it has a special place in my heart as one of my favorite Pokemon Pikachu clones and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be very, very beneficial to see what Pokemon does, because not only for that, I would also like to see a remake of the Unova games, just because like we've got so many like hints and stuff from the Indigo Disc in Scarlet and Violet. Like, it could happen. We could get a new Pokemon Black and White remake, but also rumors also have it that there is going to be another Legends game being created. And the thing is, I would honestly like to have another Legends game before we get a remake of Pokemon Black and White. Because hear me out, there are so many different Legend games they could do. Like, they could base one off of the Unova region, because back in the Pokemon Black and White games, there was some descriptions about how Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem were all once one pure dragon. And of course, they could do a Legends game based off of that. But of course, it's up to the Pokemon company and stuff like that. So that's where I stand with Pokemon for like a direct. I think we'll get like information on maybe like a Mystery Dungeon game in the works, Legends games in the works, or a remake of Pokemon Black and White. So those are my Pokemon direct predictions and stuff. Now on to the Nintendo Switch direct, regular direct and stuff. So already we have so many different games already coming out for this year. We have Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake coming to the Switch, plus Luigi's Mansion 2 HD upgrade. Then that new Peach game is coming out as well. And Mario vs. Donkey Kong, that is also coming out later this year. So basically, we have one whole new game entirely, and then a bunch of remakes. So the question really stands, where does Nintendo stand for the rest of 2024, really? How I see it really is, I feel like it's either they're going to give us one more game, like one more big game that fans would want before the announcement of a whole new game. Because I fear like a new system is coming soon. And of course everyone's gonna go and try to get it at like the stores and stuff, go like, oh, I want the new game system and stuff like that. But that's the thing. With the whole entire dilemma of the Direct, like one game I'm hoping for that we get, besides the Pokemon stuff, I would like all that. But a game that I think deserves a spot before the Switch closes down would be a new Donkey Kong. Now, hear me out. We haven't gotten a new Donkey Kong game since, like, the Wii U era. Because the Wii U era was basically Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. And then Nintendo decided to bring that game back just because sales didn't do too well on the Wii U system. Now, if they did do a whole new story of Donkey Kong, honestly, I think they could. Because here's why I think they could do it. They could bring in more characters. Reason why I think they should do that is because of all the certain like games, like with Tropical Freeze, for example. We got like Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Cranky Kong, and Funky Kong for the Tropical Freeze remake and stuff like that. Like, why not bring back other characters for the game? Like, we can have those 5 characters be playable characters. Then we can have like DLC for like DLC characters. Like we can get Tiny Kong in the game. We can get Lanky Kong. You know, the orangutan from the original DK Crew. And speaking of DK Crew, I would honestly like to bring Chunky back. I know. Memes, if they brought back Chunky into a Donkey Kong game, I'm just expecting like memes of Chunky, like Chunky's not dead and stuff like that to happen around. But yeah, Donkey Kong, a new Donkey Kong game is definitely what I would love before the Nintendo sets on the next system and stuff like that. But like I said, it all depends on what Nintendo wants to do. So yeah. What else could we talk about? Oh yeah, we could talk about that. So, we're gonna be also talking about today how we are going to continue the series and stuff like that. So, I already told you guys that I'm in college right now, so it's gonna be a little bit harder for me as a YouTuber to try to get videos out constantly per week. So, what does that mean for our channel? Well, that means is I'm going to try to upload at least 1 video per week. And if I can get 2 per week, that would be good. That would be beneficial. And originally, I wanted to have the Unbound series completed before 2024, and since that's not going to happen, since it's 2024 now, I am going to try and finish this series, I want to say by my spring break and stuff, which that will be, I got until March, basically, to finish this series. And of course, that just means, oh, we're going to move on to the next series and stuff? That's awesome. What are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? So, another series that I had in mind, particularly, is trying to bring back some of the other series that we tried doing in the channel beginning, if you guys have been there since day one. Reason why I don't have those videos on the channel anymore is because of my old computer just decided to shut down on me, and I couldn't continue to film those series. So, to make it up for you guys, I will try to see, out of all those videos, I will try to see which one would be beneficial for you guys. So basically, it's like our own Nintendo Direct. We're going to do, we'll see what series we'll come up with next. But where I've been leaning towards is definitely a combination of stories, basically. They're Pokémon games, alright. What exactly is this, Koopa? I asked you to summon another Zapdos to make up for the Marlin's failure, and you bring me this? Pathetic! This does not even resemble Zapdos. Such a useless creature. It does nothing but cower inside that old bag. Hoopa, get it right this time. Summon forth Zapdos. I do not care where you must summon it from. It could be from another region or plane of existence altogether. Just bring me Zapdos. Understood? That is more like it. Much better. Hello. Have we connected? It is I, the grunt you met with earlier. I have just secured the final necessary Pokémon. I will be moving to onto the ruins of Void momentarily. Yes, of course. So then, just as promised, I will be assuming command of the branch. Certainly, as long as Hoopa is relatively unharmed, you may discover whatever you like. Not to worry, the disposal of the Shadow Warriors will be a quick and clean one. There will be no tricks. Understood. We'll speak later when I report my progress. Now then, we have no more time to waste. With Zapdos in my hands, Zeph finally has the last piece needed to perform the unbinding. Now, upon up a portal to the ruins of Void, you must surely still have energy left to do that after summoning such a powerful Pokemon. Of course, once you have regained all your power, exhaustion will no longer be an issue. Recover your strength, and then transport yourself over to. You will find me by my cube's signal. And as a reminder, remain cautious. Zeph still has a loyal following, who may prove problematic. He must not know. It would ruin everything. I am placing my faith in you this one last time, so do not. That's a lot of dialogue. Stupid down here? We get. Whoa, 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 there's a Pokemon in. Whoa, 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 I'm gonna save. Let's save here. Let's save here. Alright. We saved. And that's where we're going to finish off today's episode, guys. I know I am leaving it off with a short episode today, but I am going to be coming back, actually, with another episode to make up for this one. But thank you all for watching today's episode. Come back next time, and we'll see what's in the bag. Because the bag is really tempting me to actually continue, but it's better to save it here. So, if you haven't seen our first ever series, Pokemon Silver and of the Skies, it's going to be over on this corner over here. And if you want to watch the first ever episode of this series, Pokemon Unbound, it's going to be over on the corner as well. And if you haven't not subscribed to the channel yet and have considered subscribing, the subscribe button is going to be over here. And click on the notification bell so you do not miss any other exciting episodes of the series. Thank you all for watching. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.